I'm Erin Williams. I am playing the role of Lindy Chamberlain Creighton in Letters to Lindy, which is currently being staged at the Leader Theatre. You know, you're portraying a character and, in this case, a real person. So you're always guided by the script. And with this one in particular, because it's verbatim theatre and everything that Lindy says in the show is Lindy's actual real words, you know, either through interviews or throughout the court case, you know, throughout the story. What I'm saying when I'm portraying Lindy herself said. So that gives you a lot of guidance. You know, that really is the starting point for building a character or portraying someone. We know that she was accused of a crime that never existed. You know, we know that she went to prison. We know that she fought very, very hard for justice. And, you know, I think everybody knows all of that. We know how she was portrayed in the media. And I was the same. I knew all of those things that everyone else knows through the course of rehearsing the show. And I guess also because we've been very privileged in having the opportunity to actually speak with Lindy. The things that she says in the script and the way she describes the show, the way she herself describes the show, I now see her, as much as I can, because I don't know her, but I now see her much more holistically. I think, you know, she's got a fantastic sense of humour. She's incredibly sharp. She's very witty. She's a mother and a grandmother and a wife, and she's a real breathing, living, flesh and blood person, not just what we saw in the media or what was portrayed in the movies or what, you know, the jokes were made out, all those things. She's a real person, and just like everybody else, we've all got lots of different aspects to our characters and, you know, thoughts and feelings and reactions and all of that, you know, she's a person. Personally, I love the way that the reminder that there was a 9-week-old infant baby who was very much wanted, very much loved, and who disappeared. So I love the way, for me, that's right at the front of this show, and I think that's important. Yes, it's about her story and it's about her journey, but it's also about everybody else's story in Australia. There wasn't a person, I don't think, who didn't know who she was and didn't have an opinion or wasn't asking questions or wasn't having conversations about it, and that's reflected really strongly in the show. It really shifted society almost, you know. It really, in terms of Australian modern history, it was a really pivotal kind of event or series of events, and the show Letters to Lindy really reflects that as well. So while it's about Lindy and she herself says this, well, you know, it's also about everybody else. The show runs from the 12th to the 20th of June at the Leader Theatre in Goulburn. All the dates are on the Leader's website, and the links to tickets are on the Leader's website and on our social media as well.